Hey, John. Okay, so we're gonna do something a little different today. Um, so let's first come into our practice um, through our breath, like we always do, getting ourselves grounded and centered, letting the crown of the head lift high to the sky. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Again, big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Two more. Last one. Go ahead and slowly blink your eyes open. Come back into your room, into your space. Soft gaze on the floor in front of you, noticing the earth. Give gratitude to this earth, to indigenous peoples of these lands, to Black and brown people as the original creators of this practice of yoga, to our bodies and to ourselves. And if there's a person or persons, place or places that you'd like to dedicate your practice to today, we're going to be doing inversions, so seeing things a little differently, if that plays anything into it. Right? You can take the time to dedicate your practice to them or those places now. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, hands move down to heart center. Take your arms out and then draw them back in. Take your arms out in front of you. Draw them back in. Out and in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, press it out this time. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, press it out. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, press it out. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, press it out. Drop down through that left hand, sweep your right arm up and over. Exhale, flip the palm and move through your center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Slowly move yourself through your center line. That's creating some space in the rib cage, tick-tocking yourself back and forth, left and right. Inhale over. Exhale. Two more. Inhale up. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, hands down to heart line. Swim your arms back and behind you. Interlock your fingers and pull down through your wrists. And press up through the chest. Open up through your heart. You can always do one of these. So drop your chest. Rock. Be mindful of the compression. Don't go too far to the right or the left hand side. And slowly bring yourself back to your center. Release the hands. Give them a nice little shake. Inhale again, arms high. Exhale, hands down to heart line. Swim the arms out and around. Interlock the fingers the opposite way this time. Pull back through the fists. Press down through the fists and raise up through the chest. Big inhale. Exhale, slowly. Create some movement with your neck. Being mindful of how you're moving at the compression here. And slowly bring yourself back to your center line. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, hands move down to your heart. Hands come down to the knees. Inhale into your cow. Exhale into your cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Let's go for two more. Inhale into your seated cow. Exhale into seated cat. One more time. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Inhale. Rock over your knees and shins and come into your tabletop. Nice deep inhale into your cow. Exhale into your cat. Maybe you sway back and forth through the palms. Let the head hang super heavy. Inhale into your cat. Exhale into your cat. Inhale into your cow. Exhale into your cat. Tuck the toes and send the hips back and high. Come into your first down dog. Pedal out through the feet. Check in with the hands. Nice deep inhale here. Take your feet wide to the edges of your mat and walk your hands back about a hand length distance. Left hand comes underneath the face. Right hand comes back to grab onto the outside of your left ankle as you turn and look up underneath your left armpit. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, go ahead and swap that out. Same thing on that opposite side. Right hand comes down, left hand turns and looks up underneath. Big inhale. Exhale, press into that palm, send the hips back and high a little bit more. And slowly bring yourself back to your center line. Walk your hands back to meet your feet at the back of the mat and heel toe your feet in right underneath your hips. Shifting back and forth side to side through a standing forward fold. Let your head hang super heavy. Press down through the big toe mound, baby toe mound, and heel. Inhale, hands up the front part of the feet and shins, flat back. Exhale, come down and over the tops of the thighs. Again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, sweep yourself all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands move down through your heart line. Hands come down to your heart, set your intention. So we're doing inversions today. I think a lot of folks think that inversions are a thing about strength, and they are. I like to see inversions. Down dog, remember down dog's an inversion, right? Dolphins an inversion. Standing forward fold is an inversion. So if people are like, you can't do inversions, it's also, right, about reversing flow and seeing things differently. And I think that's the beauty of inversions, right? So we're looking at how our body kind of moves and holds and shifts in space regardless of our gaze, okay? So inhale, arms come high to the sky. Exhale, dive down and over the tops of the thighs. And slowly walk yourself out or slide yourself out into plank. Nice deep inhale. And then exhale. Drop down to the knees, tops of the feet lower down to the earth. Let's open up through our shoulders really quickly. So come down onto your bust line. Your right arm is going to come out long and wide. Your left hand is going to come underneath your left breast, and then, or the left side of your chest, and then your right ear, right temple down to the earth as you roll yourself onto that shoulder. Being mindful of the amount of pressure that you're applying to the forearm and the palm. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Hand comes back down to the mat. Same thing on that opposite side. Hand extends. Hand comes next to the bust line. Turn and stack. Foot back behind. Ear comes down to the mat. Open up through that left shoulder. Slowly bring yourself back down. Take your hands back behind you, interlace your fingers, pull back through the fists and raise up through the chest. Legs can come up off the mat. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. Point through the toes, lift through the legs. Inhale again. Exhale, hold. One more time, inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Hands come down to the earth, press to the knees, tuck the toes and send the hips back and high again, down dog. This time you're going to come down onto your forearms into dolphin and walk your feet
a little bit further up to meet your hands. Keep your forearms nice and straight. One more time. Inhale, walk your feet up. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. Exhale. One more time. Big inhale. Exhale. Drop down to the knees. Take the sit bones back down to the heels and extend out through the arms. Stretch through the shoulders. And then slowly walk yourself back up. So we're going to come into some inversion stuff using a wall. So get close to a clear wall. Your hands are going to come out in front of you. And you're going to come into down dog with the wall. So the heels are going to be up the wall. The balls of the feet are down at the base of the wall, right where the floor meets the wall itself. And then hands are going to be nice and wide. And you're going to pop your hips up the wall. Nice deep inhale. This blanket might be too slippery, so I'm going to roll that out. So hands nice and wide. Heels up the wall. Big inhale here. Exhale. Take your feet up the wall and bring and shift your shoulders over your wrists. Big inhale here. Exhale. You can take one leg high to the sky. Big inhale here. Exhale. Take it back. Same thing again. Opposite side. Leg high to the sky. Big inhale here. Take it back. L shape. Big inhale. Exhale. Walk yourself down the wall. Bring yourself back into your down dog against the wall. And then slowly drop down to the knees. Knees come wide and let the sit bones come back to the heels. Walk your fingertips out in front of you. Check in with your hips. Nice deep inhale. Lengthen through the arms, the armpits, the shoulders. Two more breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. One more time. Big inhale. And then exhale. Let's do the same thing again. Hands plant. Tuck the toes. Heels are up the wall. Balls of the feet at that joint base of the wall. Take your hips back and high. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. And then if you want to, you can bring yourself up into that L. Engage your low belly. So a lot of times we get into this space and we get kind of lazy with our abs. Maybe you lift one leg. Maybe you lift the other. And then slowly hold here. 3 more big breaths. Big inhale. Exhale. One more time. Big inhale. And then exhale slowly. Walk yourself down the wall. Drop down to the knees. Take yourself back into your child's pose. Draw your fingers out in front of you. Lengthen through the arms. Slowly walk yourself back up. Excuse me. I wonder if I can exit that out, but I'm actually not going to. For the very reason that I had a man say, if you queef in class, it's because you're not breathing right. No, it's because I literally sucked air up into my vagina. So that being said, ladies, this shit happens. Do not feel bad about it. I've literally come off walls in huge classes and queef super loud, right? And I think it's good because we don't necessarily ever get air, right, into this space. So just roll with it. That's like the only thing I can like definitely say on it. So we're gonna come around and face the wall this time. So I'm gonna put my ass to you. And we're gonna come into a forearm plank. I like to interlock my fingers and have the forearms down. But you don't have to. You can lift one leg and then lift the other. I guess if you interlock your fingers, there's more of a space where you can practice headstand, where I like to interlock them around the base of the head, not applying any pressure to the skulls. I press down into the forearms and then take one leg up the wall and then the other. And then as you press into your forearms, you can float your feet up off the wall, right? But the wall is always just kind of there for you to rock back to if you need it. So headstands can be really hard because you can apply a lot of pressure to the head and the neck, and that's not what we want. You want to be pressing into your forearms more rather than the top of the head. Bring yourself back down. Nice deep inhale here. Come right into rabbit from there. Hands come around to grab onto the back part of the heels. Tuck your chin in towards your chest and lift your hips high to the sky. Exhale, hold. 2 more breaths, big inhale. Exhale, hold 1 more time, big inhale. Exhale slowly. Release, let your head roll up. Rock back onto your hands, lift up through your chest and let your head rock back. Big inhale. Exhale slowly. Bring yourself back up. We're gonna try one more round. We got time. Coming in to a handstand rather than a headstand or a forearm stand. If you want to try forearm, let's try forearm. So ground down through the forearms and the palms. Really press down, and maybe one leg kicks up and then the other. Remember, you can use the wall to find that kick in that base, and then you float the feet up off the wall, being strong through the shoulders still. Exhale. One more time, forearm stand or handstand. Bring yourself up. Ground down through the palms and try to take your shoulders over your wrists. I like to press myself all the way up against the wall and then try to move away from it. So maybe one leg lifts, you set it down, maybe that opposite leg lifts, and then maybe you kick up. And ideally, you press into the palms and float up. It's been a minute since I've done handstands, but maybe you kick, maybe you hop and float, maybe it's just a little pop today. Wherever you're at is where you need to be, and that's the practice of the day. Slowly release. Bring yourself back down. Let's thread the needle and come down. I'm also about to start my period, so inversions right before you start, I think is a good way to activate things, but it's also a time where I have no fucking strength. So ground down, that right hand underneath the face, left hand comes high to the sky, thread the needle, come down onto that shoulder, big inhale here. Exhale, swing that leg out. Ground down through the edge of the foot. 2 more big breaths, big inhale. Exhale, hold. 1 more time, big inhale. Exhale slowly, bring that hand back down. Release, sweep that arm high. Same thing, opposite side. Hand plants. Arm lifts, reach and thread that needle, come down onto that shoulder, neck turns, so ear, you can always extend, you can always take that foot up to meet your hand. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, hold. 1 more time, big inhale. Exhale, release. Palm presses down into the earth. You sweep yourself high. Exhale, hand comes underneath your shoulder. Inhale into your cow. Exhale into your cat. Inhale into your cow. Exhale into your cat. Inhale. Back into table. Take your sit bones down to your heels. Kick yourself out. Legs come out in front of you. Come all the way down onto your back. Give yourself a nice big hug. I'm going to have to do like an actual like commentary, I think, on that, because fuck it. That's how I feel. Fuck it. Because I think that like that type of stuff for women can be so embarrassing, and at the same time I'm like, oh, because my vagina has an incredible suction cup motion to it. No, not embarrassing. Anyway, arms come around the front part of your shins. Pull down, let the back of the head come down to the mat. Relax and release. And slowly take the soles of the feet high. If you want to take them up the wall, also an inversion, right? Just a different type of inversion. And slowly let the legs come all the way down towards the end of the mat. Toes pop out to the side. Palms face up to the sky. Tuck the chin in towards the chest. And come into your Shavasana. I'm going to do a commentary on that. Because there's some things that need to be said. With this one. Brilliant beliefs, luminous life force, and personal power. 2 snow leopards accompany the priestess of the galactic sky as she emerges from the night with a luminous ball of ethereal light. This priestess is telling you that, like her, you can project a brilliant life force energy into the world. Her heart center shines with the light of her divine origins. The glow of her true beauty encircles her head and emanates brightly from her brow and crown chakras. Yet she is no more powerful than you, for you have come from the same luminous source. So few people are taught to believe this truth about themselves. They believe that they are not enough, not deserving, or not capable of making their dreams come true. But these conclusions project a dark energy that brings unhappiness and blocks goals and desires from manifesting. This card is asking you to embrace your luminosity and remember your oneness with Source. It is this oneness that forges your truth and helps you heal your old hurt and misinformed beliefs. Even if lies about your lack of power and value have been with you for a long time, it's never too late to awaken to your truth and let yourself shine. This is a time of renewed energy for you. And the snow leopards are signaling that you have the personal power to overcome your inner demons. In fact, you're now capable of making giant leaps and reversing these toxic mental patterns. When you do, your brilliant new beliefs will manifest a wonderful new reality, one that will match the resonance of your own luminous life force. Affirmation: I choose to believe in my unlimited power, value, and deserving. My life force shines with the light of my divine source. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Again, nice deep inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, you can slowly press yourself back up into a simple seat. Hands can come to your heart, or they can rest down on your knees. The divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in me sees, honors, and reflects the divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in you, dear Jane, the collective we, and all of us. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today and for trusting me with your body, heart, spirit, and soul. To that I say, go in peace and remember to serve love always. And queef if you need to. All right. Love you. I'll talk with you soon. Peace and love, darling.